Hey, this is Time Bomb, and thanks for checking out my video here. I have just started playing some Star Wars Squadrons, and I am very much into this game. I'm really enjoying it. I've tried out a few different ships, and the one that I seem to really like the most is I've been playing the Imperial mostly just because a buddy of mine is way into the Imperial, so I've been rocking them. And I started using the bomber in dogfights, and it has quickly become my favorite one. So right here we can see my bomber on the screen. I got it all C3PO'd out. Basically, it's got this copper color, which I think is pretty dope. So I wanted to kind of take a look at the build that I'm using and just show you why I think that it's actually really successful for me, anyways. In the dogfights, I find myself usually to be at the top of the list. If not, I found my KD was terrible before. It was like 0.2, and I think I'm up to like 0.8 now. I've really been on a tear. I've gone on some like 8 kill runs. I think it's my highlight, which I'll go over later in this video. We're gonna watch that part of the clip, and so I thought I'd just kind of show my build though off here and show exactly what I like about it. So we're going to the loadout. First of all, we got this rotary cannon, which I like. She says it has a short wind-up time, then fires extremely quickly, ideal if you want high sustained damage or are worried about missing. And that's the thing, I really like it. You basically, it says, doesn't really give a minimum range, but I find somewhere within about 1,000, probably really like 800. I think the furthest I've really ever killed someone is about 700. So you're kind of looking, once you get in there, to kind of kill people with it. But this is the way that I think that I use it effectively, is with my right auxiliary being the multi-lock missile. They need about 1,000 to 1,000 meters is the lock-on range, so you need to be within that. You send that at them, and then you fly in basically closer and just start nailing them with your primary, and that seems to be able to take them out really quickly. So you multi-lock on them, and whoever else is around there. I usually focus on one guy who I'm trying to put that lock on, and whoever gets it, great. And then you just move in afterwards and just you just lock on with that primary, and it just works so effectively. And then I use my assault shield as well to just kind of power up in between to just give me a little help in those dogfights. When people are coming right at you, you can definitely, when they're charging at you, you can use it. I kind of just save it for a little bit later for whatever reason. I probably should charge it up earlier, but I just like to have it ready for a little bit later in the fight. And then for my countermeasures, I have these seeker warheads, and they have, I think the real reason why I like them is because they have 4. The other one's 1 of these, or 3 of those. Even though this one has the duration of 26 seconds, this one only has 12 seconds of a cooldown as well. So these seeker warheads fires multiple projectiles behind you that intercept missiles locked onto you. Is effective even when turning and at long range. So I just really hold off until I see that I'm locked on, missile locked on, and that's really when I try to use it. Just save it for then. You got a 12-second cooldown, which is pretty great. Like, because you've also got missiles effectively, so you've got like some time basically there to evade. Like 12 seconds is usually enough time. If you've got to use all 4, you just really have to worry about the damage you're taking in between the missiles. So if you can, which is, this ship is a little slower. That's the drawback to this thing here. We'll take a look. Now what I've got, the reinforced hull, we got increased hull integrity, but turning and changing speeds takes longer. So I have increased my max health for that reason, just because, it's already a slow ship, so I may as well increase its ability to survive, right? Like, I'm not going to get that much, so I kind of take down the hull. But I feel like kind of as well as I started to use the ship, my flying got way better. A lot of times I'll just kind of like slow myself right down to 0 and just be like looking around for who I need to attack or help my team. If someone's taking heat, like just kind of look for it there. You're basically just like a turret on a swivel looking at where you need to kill. So it's slow and it doesn't turn quick. Unfortunately, you're not a quick turret, but I feel like that's basically, you have to play to your strengths. So that's what you can do. You use these big weapons where you have the advantage, and you don't need to move as fast. That's what the rest of your team is doing. And hopefully, if you have to slow it down to 0 and just kind of flip around, that works. Put up those front shields and defend. And then the engine that I'm using, again, the twin slam engine decreases max speed, but your ship now generates boost if any power is in the engine. So first of all, you can quickly divert power into your engine to get some there, just to do that boost, and that's what I find really effective to escape. If I'm taking heat and I don't think I can really get out of there, maybe I'm either 1 out of counter missiles, which is pretty rare to be honest. With 4, you should be able to fly around and refill before you used all 4, or you get shot. Like, it just isn't really an issue, I find, anyway, with 4. Even on my long lives, If I'm getting 8 kills, I probably don't need to use the countermeasures that much. That's why I'm able to get 8 kills. So, which takes me back to this. Decreases max speed, but your ship now generates this boost. So the more power, the faster it generates. So you can just quickly kind of use that boost to kind of escape, maybe get to those refills of your countermeasures and get your energy back. Get to those restock spots, those green things that are on there. You can use your boost to get those, use the boost to get away, do a quick spin, and then use the boost to power. There's lots of different ways that you can use it, and it just comes along with flying and how you get used to doing it. I think people are probably using that little drift move and then boosting very quickly out of it. I can't really figure it out quite with the Xbox controller yet. I don't have it anywhere close to where I need it to be. But that's my build, and that's where I think that I'm having success, is I'm kind of using the strengths of the bomber, I think, best, which I think is the key with anyone, and maybe you can be effective with all these ships. I just haven't quite figured out the build with those other ships and my flying skills, kind of how those two things balance out. So the bomber has been by far the best for me, and I gotta say, I love that it's the TIE bomber, and I am time bomb. There's just something beautiful that's like poetry. So this is what I've been using here, and I thought we'd go over probably we could take a look at my starfighter too. Where you at, buddy? It's my pilot looking. It's like a Scarface looking dude, but apparently it's a girl. I don't know. I got this pretty cool helmet for him. Not too much else going on. Saving up some credit, thinking about what I want to buy. He's got these big gloves. I kind of want to get some other gloves. You don't really see his hands enough, to be honest. What was these big red gloves, I thought? Yeah, those ones. Those ones are pretty dirty. You know what? Let's do it. We'll unlock the gloves. Put them on. Old red gloves. Equip now. Yeah, let's do it. Red gloves. Boom. For you guys live in the video, we just added that with a little... Use some glory points on that. So it works. You have two currencies. You have the one we see is 500 now is your glory points for cosmetics, and the one that I have at 18 is for... ship unlocks, and I just haven't really unlocked any other ship stuff. Really, I've just been using my bomber, so I haven't really gone through and maxed out the other stuff, but it's nice to have those points there for when I want to go and spend them. So let's take a look at this this video here now, where I go through and have 8 kills. So we're gonna watch this one here. We got a plane here. You see my sweet bomber flying up. Now, the thing about what we see here right off the bat is, I've actually learned this since this one, is you see that I'm manually gonna power up my weapons as I'm approaching. This is kind of the way that I used to do it, where I'd go really slow, just take the time, power up my weapons, and let the round start. We see here I'm even gonna put it into fast forward mode. I've actually found out since then, you can simply just hit, for me on controller, the X button and cycle your power from one to the other. And we see right here I'm using very effectively what I described, sending that bomb in and then shooting right away at the guy. Then I'm just switching targets, waiting for him to come over the rock, and then getting my weapon ready a second before to fire at him. We see he gets away. I'm actually going to switch targets here too and follow, see my opponent's my teammates hitting this guy, so I go after him. I'm able to finish the kill after he gets blasted by my opponent's missile. Then here I'm just kind of, again, slowing right down to 0, like I said, and just trying to find that next opponent. Okay, so he goes right by me, but I am able still to add a bit of speed to kind of chase him down now. See, which I'm just kind of increasing my thrust and just following him around. So he's sending the missile. He's going to use that rock to avoid it, but I just kind of shoot him in between the rocks. See, just following him. So you try to get ahead of the target as well, just leading ahead so that he goes into your bullets is key. And then I'm getting kind of behind, and finally I'm able to just kind of spray and pray, and I'm able to take him out. And then immediately I'm just double tapping again, looking for my next target. I'm able to, boom, send him in and another one. Take that guy down. Look at this guy. I'm following him, just getting the shots when I can. Doing a good job at slowing down there to keep him in. And I'm just naturally doing that, just slowing down to keep him in my line of sights, where I'm not really thinking about adding thrust or anything. And again, just waiting for guys to come around rocks, send the missile in at him, and then I start firing immediately. See, boom, perfect right there. Blows up, gets him, and then immediately switching to my next target. That's just the best thing to do, which you double tap the icon. And then I'm a little far away here, 1100 sending in the fire there. I need to get closer, which I think I kind of recognize there. And then I send in that missile again, immediately start firing on him. It's like, for what I've seen, it's the most accurate 1-2 combination on the Imperial side. For me, more effective than any of the weapon combinations I tried on the TIE Bomber. So here again, same thing. I see him get blasted, he gets taken down, then I'm going to move in. I just have targets in front of me, I'm just going to keep following them around. But it's important to make sure that you double tap to find out who's the nearest target, so that when you do take heat and they fly by you, maybe they're not the one who you need to worry about after that turn though. And we see here I take direct heat. I really need to power up my front shields here. I'm not sure if I got it in there. I seem to be speeding away, trying to find another opponent to shoot, and I do lock onto this guy. I'm just going to turn around, trying to follow him, get him in my sights, going Oh yeah, finally get him back, leading him away. Am I gonna get this kill? Yeah, there we go, we get that kill, and then I'm back going 220 at full speed, and this is the problem. I need really start to thrust down, but it's just a little late. Oh no, okay. Locking onto this guy. Am I gonna get this kill? I seem to be very low in the abyss here. And I've got someone trying to lock on with some missiles. Here we go. Am I gonna count? Yep. See, I had my countermeasure. See, after all those kills, that's the first time I've had to use my countermeasures. Getting, oh, what, 8 kills here? Getting very low, so I've got to be careful. And I accidentally speed all the way down. Am I gonna get my countermeasures off again here? No, I'm not, because I'm gonna die before it gets to me. I got too low, and I had my thrusters going at the very end there, and I was just not able to get out of it here. So yeah, my speed is at 220. I must have gone through a speed boost or done something there. You can see that my flying controls are what let me down, not getting killed or anything by another opponent. It was just the fact that I couldn't control my ship that low, basically, in the map where you can basically die. I was trying to get back up, but I was just going so fast I couldn't get the thrust to decrease quick enough where I was able to just pull back, which is my own fault. You basically have to lay off both sticks in those situations, but you're trying to pull up, so you're holding the one, and it's complicated. So you know, as the game increases, I find my understanding of the weapons is one thing and how to use them, and my flying skills are another. And you can really get by, I think, with the TIE Bomber on just your use of the weapons, whereas the flying skills are gonna come as they do. So thanks a lot for checking out my video on the TIE Bomber. I'm Time Bomb. You guys are awesome. I will catch you later.